Bellevue's only nightclub has closed, but not before going out with a bang. Neighbors had called police more than 50 times this year alone to complain. Good evening, I'm Craig DeGrelli.
I'm Jennifer Griswold. Senior reporter Jake Wazakowski is in Bellevue tonight with a story you'll see only on 3. Jake?
Craig and Jen, the club was on a busy stretch of North Fort Crook Road you see behind me, known as a business district, but they are on the east side of the road, as you can see, and there are houses almost directly above it. Neighbors say they're glad it's gone. It's a normal day for Doug Lindeman in the Nob Hill Terrace neighborhood of Bellevue.
Typical, I know. Like you said, lawnmower's going.
Doug himself is finishing up yard work. But what also became typical noise was unwanted by residents. Down the 20-foot retaining wall sits Club Mega. Almost every weekend this year, residents complained about the loud music.
As loud as stereo was, I could understand everybody on that side of the block complaining. Because they're catching, because it's down below. It's coming up, the sound is. You could hear it over your TV.
In fact, Bellevue Police received more than 50 total complaints from New Year's Eve when they opened to the end of June. 45 of them were because the noise was too loud. Most times, Club Mega received a warning, but 11 times they were cited for noise violations or disturbing the peace.
It has been unusual that we've had to go back to the same place over and over. The officers were just kind of wondering, why isn't the staff getting it, what they need to do?
That's kind of ridiculous, if you ask me.
Shauna Fritz says the police were called on her once because a neighbor thought the loud music was coming from her home when it was actually coming from the club behind them.
I'm pretty sure they knew they had complaints, and they kept going, and they didn't care. That's how I feel. They didn't care about anybody but themselves.
Police say the owner, Fidel Fafala, tried to make changes, but ultimately it didn't help. The nightclub has been closed for a few weeks now, and residents are glad it's gone.
Because they need to be closed down.
We were unsuccessful in contacting Fafala. He actually pleaded no contest in January to 2 misdemeanor disturbing the peace charges. He was fined $50 in each of those. 2 other misdemeanor offenses are still going through Sarpy County Court at this time. Reporting live on Fort Crook Road in Bellevue, Jake Wazakowski, KMTV Action 3 News.